Hello guys, and welcome to another Red Life Studio episode. Please subscribe and give me a like, and share my videos if you're enjoying them. Also, feel free to leave me a comment below. Now let's begin with today's stories.
Cheated on after 10 years. So me, 25F, and my ex, 28M, had been together for 10 years. I broke up with him 2 months ago. Recently, our relationship was just filled with a lot of arguments and some days apart here and there. I live and take care of my mom who has cancer. He has his own room at his parents' house. They live an hour away. Months before we broke up, I noticed everything I do would irritate him, and when I'd ask him what's wrong, he'd say nothing. I never understood why he couldn't just tell me what was bothering him so we could fix it. Maybe for Monda, before we broke up, he told me someone new got transferred to his job. He works 5 minutes away from my house. He said it was AF, and I didn't think anything of it. A week before I broke up with him, I bought him lunch and took it to his job. I don't know why, but something made me ask him if he was talking to someone new. He looked at me and said, "No, are you okay?" A day later, I cried to him and expressed to him how alone I felt in our relationship. My mom fighting cancer. My car had just been stolen. My hair was falling out. I was so depressed. There were days I'd cry next to him in bed and he wouldn't hug me or ask me if I was okay. I told him I really just needed him. The next day he went to work. I never went through his phone or watch or anything. I trusted him. But he left his watch at my house that day and I went through it. I found messages of him and his coworker, 20F. I wasn't sad at that moment. I was shocked. I went to his job and asked him what was going on. All he said was, "We can talk about it later." I couldn't believe that this guy that was my best friend at one point, spent 10 years of my life with, could see how hurt I was and act like it wasn't that big of a deal. "We can talk later." I told him I was done and I left. So the night I cried to him, he laid in my bed and texted her until 2 in the morning. A week later he calls me and says all they do is drink at work. Whatever that conversation ends, and I still don't feel any better about the situation. A month later and he starts texting me about how sorry he is, how much he loves me. Then a person you may know shows up on a friend's Facebook, and it's the coworker he cheated on me with, and a picture of her in his car. I'm a nail tech in my city. I had a client today whose son works with my ex, and she says the day I went to confront him at his job, she was there, hiding. And he goes to her house. He's been texting me, "Good morning, hope you have a good day," since yesterday, and all I do is sit here and think, is he fucking kidding me? It's so fucked because every time I have to go run an errand or do something, I have to pass by his job and I'm reminded every day what he did to me. Even though I didn't do anything wrong, I cry every night because of the way he hurt and disrespected me. I know I won't ever go BQK to him, but sometimes I think about the person he was to me and it makes me so sad to think everything is different now. I thought I felt alone while I was with him, but now I feel 1000x worse. There's nothing I can do or tell myself to get out of these moments of sadness. They can last 5 minutes or one thought and ruin my whole day. I don't know what to do. I know I deserve better. I was good to him. But sometimes I feel like I just want to hug him because at one point he was the only person I had, and to know all his texts about being sorry or lies because I know how he acts when he cares, they just leave me so confused. I wish I knew the reason why. How could he hurt me like this, knowing how much I was already hurting? Comment 1. Glad to hear you blocked him. One more thing you can do to put it back in his face as a reminder of what he lost: box up any/all of the things he gave you or you have that reminds you of him, like pics, etc., and mail it to him with no notes or letter, just the items. Petty, I know, but let him feel some of the pain too. Then if she is able, take your mom on a nice relaxing trip to get away and give yourself a break from everything. Comment 2. He isn't jing you, not because he is sorry, but because he wants to have his cake and eat it too. He is trying to string you along while he has his fun with the side H****. Block this loser and move on, please. He is a cheater and it's useless to waste time on the whys of it. You can do so much better. It's time to close this chapter of your life and start a new one, and hopefully it would be a much better one. Of course it is easy said than done, but I hope that you will come out stronger from this. He is not the man you fell in love with. This is who he is now, so PLX, don't waste more time on him. Best of luck. Comment 3. I'm sorry you're hurting. He had no right to treat you that way. And, yes, you deserve better. Now some cold hard truths. The odds of a romantic relationship, begun at age 15, lasting your entire life is almost nil. It sounds like the relationship has run its course and your BF was too much of a coward to talk with you about it. He's a jerk. You can either forgive him, take him back, and live the rest of your life turning a blind eye to his cheating, or you can move on and find true happiness with someone worthy of you. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's story and found it engaging and thought-provoking. If you have any feedback or suggestions for future episodes, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe or follow to stay up to date with our latest content. Until next time, take care and happy exploring!